that started.
How old is he?
Yeah. It actually, and you're right, actually, about 2,000 years ago, the Celts, a group that lived in Ireland and England, celebrated something called Samhain, and that was a festival, their New Year. It was their New Year festival. It started on November 1st, their New Year. So this was the end of death, or I mean the beginning of the death or winter, and the end of the harvest and life. And at that time, they believed the night before, at exactly midnight, the spirit world intersected with the present world, or the people. So you had all these spirits coming down. So they would build huge bonfires. And they believed at that time that their priests at that time could prophesize about the future. So they did this back then, and they also decided at that time to dress up in animal costumes a lot. And the reason was that a lot of it was to, and it kind of evolved over time, you see, is that they thought that they could, other spirits wouldn't recognize them if they were dressed up. So they would have no harm done to them. Well, so that's how Halloween kind of got started. Well, then the Romans eventually conquered these people. And so now you see the Roman influence come into Halloween. So Halloween's really unique in that it's just a mixture of all kinds of traditions for many years. So the Romans come in, and they had 2 holidays in late October. And in late October, there was one that honored the Day of the Dead, and there was another one that honored the god of fruit trees. And the symbol was an apple. And that's how they think that bobbing for apples became a tradition eventually in Halloween. So then we see Christianity come in when the Romans, about 9th century, Christianity comes in, and they show their influence. And for anybody who grew up Catholic or knows Catholic, but there's 2 days, right? There's All Saints Day on the 1st, and All Souls Day on the 2nd of November. So they started, that influence started coming into Halloween, and they started to adopt into that holiday. And the 31st was the eve of Saints' Day, which was All Hallows Eve, which eventually evolved into Halloween. So that's kind of how Halloween got started. So anyway, with that, we have a full agenda today. We got two people doing their icebreakers for the first time ever, and on the journey trying to get a competent educator. So that's pretty exciting. We have the honor of a guest speaker, Calvin Duncan, who I've heard is a tremendous speaker. And we'll get started. So I'm going to kind of introduce the cast of characters that we have going on. I ask that you just stand for the people doing it. Our joke master will be Art today.
I'll go now.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Well, a guy living up in the mountains, he doesn't have a cell phone. Because we all know cell phones up in the mountains are really bad. We usually don't get any service in the mountains. So it's actually using just a regular landline phone. One of the old ones that you can actually have to put coins to actually talk. He's very happy because he doesn't have a large phone bill, and everything is happy until one day the phone breaks. Then he somehow manages to go to another phone to call the phone company, and reports the problem with the actual phone. The operator on the other side of the line answers the phone and takes information about the phone, and he says, all right, we're going to send somebody, he's going to be there in a few more days. Time passes by, there's days, weeks, and nobody shows up, but he has to make phone calls. It's the only phone in the mountains that he can use. He manages to go to another phone and call back the phone company. When he calls back, he changes his strategy. This time, when he calls the operator, he says, hello operator, I'd like to cancel the order for repair for my phone. And the operator says, checks the data, checks who is he, who the time he called, where is he calling from. Finally, the operator finds a ticket for the repair, and then She says, how come you want to cancel? Nobody has shown up to repair the phone. And he says, actually, it is working great. It's even working better than before because right now it's giving money back to the people who deposit coins. The operator hangs up the phone, and sure enough, in just 2 hours, a repair guy shows up to repair the phone.